Hello, friends. Welcome to Type 56, the story of China's army. I'm Jason Clower, and we did it! We got an author interview with Dmitry Samoylov, author of The Mind is the Final Weapon, A Scientific View of the Fairbairn System. I'll release this in about 15 parts, starting with this one. Enjoy!
Dmitry Samoylov, you and I have been working together for over a year now on this book, which is finally in hard copy. And friends of this channel will kind of know your work by this point because we've discussed it on the channel. But if you don't mind just going back over things like your background, and how you began this project, would you mind reintroducing?
Yes, of course. I'm not some kind of professional sportsman or such. I have a technical education. I'm a PhD tech, and my specialty is mainly training systems that help people to acquire skills to operate some complex devices in conditions of stress, sometimes extreme stress. And that's my field of work. But as a hobby, I always was into martial arts and such. I began studying karate in Moscow. Then it was forbidden for some period. So we have to pretend that we were doing aerobics. And even our trainer, we haven't any gi or any portraits or any hieroglyphs or any such exotics from Far East. We have just training wear, just ordinary sport shoes, and we even have music for aerobics. And our room was closed. And so if someone knocked, we started aerobics music, and door was open, and instead of some karate people, you will see some people who doing aerobics. So it was forbidden to even count in Japanese. So karate was refined from all exotic aspects, and it was only for pure fighting. So we don't have any open tournaments or some kind of making it a way of life or way of self-improvement. It was only practical. Then I started to study saber fencing in Army Club, Sports Army Club. It's one of the biggest sports organizations here in Moscow and in all Russia, with very good trainers. Then was a period when I was choosing from different martial art systems, mainly Chinese and Vietnamese, because we have a lot of to choose from here. Then during my university years, I was in wrestling. We have some, not wrestling team for competition, but as a physical culture.
Yeah.
And in parallel with that, I was studying Wing Chun from one of the Chinese immigrants here. And I never stopped looking for some I think would be better, because everything I studied seemed to me not so practical. A lot of rituals, a lot of stuff that would not work. Or you have to spend half your life to be perfect at it.
Yeah.
And suddenly I stumbled upon Fairbairn System through Carl's study videos at first. And then I started to make my own research, studying what can I find. At that period, I can even buy books from abroad, buy some archive movies, archive documents before all sanctions period. So I accumulated quite vast library and of various materials and documents. And what I found that Fairbairn and his colleagues with whom he developed his system, and it is not one author system, he empirically, due to experience, due to feedback, due to real life use and analysis of experiments with it, he developed approach and developed a system that can be described and explained with modern science. So it struck me because I was looking for some approaches to training that will not require a long time to be effective and that will create long-lasting skills, because lots of skills degrade very quickly if you don't train. And if you train, for example, some professional to operate some device, he can't spend half of his day every day to train to use it. So you have to train him from very short period of time, and then he will be professional enough to solve problems with this device and to complete tasks he's facing. And so I found that Fairbairn system strikingly answers majority of questions that I have. And then I compared known to me methods from psychology, from various sports training theories, and found that his system is very rational. And more than that, that is much more than just a collection of brutal moves or something that was studied during war because they haven't time to study some real system. And I found that it would be great to share my knowledge with people because it was interesting for me, and I'm sure that there are people who will be interested in that also. So I came to publishing my book in Russia. It was purely non-commercial project because whole money that was accumulated from selling this book went to people who helped me to prepare it for publishing. Illustrator and editor and so on. So it was purely reflection of my achievements in research. And also after all books were sold out and no printing was planned for new series, I placed it on torrents. Just people will have it for free. And then suddenly you invited me to make collective work on publishing this book in English. And I was very interested because it's quite a challenge to present this material to people who has easier access to majority of materials that I used, who are native English speakers and so on. So it was very challenging for me because I think that probably there are a lot of people who know at least as much as I do on this problem. But nevertheless, we tried, and I think we succeeded because we made it in short period of time, I think.
I honestly think that nobody could have designed a better interpreter of Fairbairn's system, even if they had used a laboratory to create a bionic optimized Fairbairn interpreter than you, because of your combination of professional expertise, your athletic hobby background, and your systematicity.
Friends, if you like this sort of content, then don't use your newfound powers to turn to a life of crime or even overthrow the lawful authorities for a communist government. Instead, please like and subscribe. You might even consider visiting our Patreon page. However, this course remains free to all the world's workers, soldiers, peasants, and anti-Axis fighters. I'm Jason Clower. I cannot wait to see you next time.